What are 12 of some of the most important things that you should avoid when purchasing a home? Stay tuned and you will find out. Hi, I'm Giarratana, and in this video, I'm going to teach you the 12 most important things that you should avoid doing before you purchase a home. Don't miss loan payments. Yes, that's simple enough, but just don't forget about that car loan, student loan, any of the credit cards, anything, and just make sure that you pay everything on time. One little tip, if you tend to forget, put it down in your calendar so that way it reminds you monthly to take care of these things. Also, if you have a spouse, remind them to take care of their loans if they have some separate ones as well. If you can, avoid changing jobs. This is going to be a little bit more difficult if you are actually relocating for a job and moving to a new area and purchasing a home. Yeah, that's whatever. But if you are staying in the same area, want to purchase a home, but you decided that you want to change to another job because, the grass is greener on the other side, try doing that after you purchase your home, not before. For some of you entrepreneurs out there, moving large amounts of money may seem normal to you, but it doesn't always seem that way to a lender. Same goes for some of you who may have just got a windfall somehow or an inheritance. Just don't move large sums of cash between account to account or, closing accounts and doing anything of that nature, because that's always going to send a red flag to your lender to see, is this person consistent? Like, should I trust them to be able to pay for this mortgage? Should I even give them a mortgage? So whatever you do, try not to move unexpected large amounts of cash everywhere because they're going to look at it. Don't buy a new car during this process. And the reason I'm mentioning that is if you're getting a loan for a brand new car, it's going to show on your credit report. And if you already were pre-qualified for a loan, but then you're at the closing table and they just found out that you bought a car last month, they're going to wonder and possibly deny you your mortgage. I've had a friend have this happen to them where during escrow, the buyer decided to go purchase a brand new car months before, and he didn't tell his lender, and then at the closing table, everything was gone. So don't screw yourself out of purchasing that dream home because you want that shiny car. If your car is starting to kind of fall apart and break, see if you could get it fixed a bit at the mechanics, and then after you get a home, then get the new car. Unless you really want to just try to live in your new car. I mean, that's up to you. Some people do that. Avoid buying furniture and appliances on credit before you get into that home, because what good is that lovely sectional sofa or your awesome new Samsung fridge if the lender denies you at the closing table because you kept pulling out more credit? Just don't make these mistakes. Like, hold off. Do a little bit of shopping. Just don't hit the buy button until after you're in your home and everything is closed. Okay? This one sounds simple enough, but don't lie on your credit inquiry. Don't lie on the loan papers. Don't lie to your lender. It is always best for you to be 100% transparent with them because they are there working for you to get you into that new home. Why do you have to lie to them? If you have to lie to them, maybe you shouldn't be buying a new home. Don't let others make credit inquiries about you before you get into that home. Try to hold off as much as maybe your phone provider is pissing you off. Hold off until you get into that home before you get a new line of cell phone service or cable internet or basically anything that's going to do a credit check on you. And also, same thing goes for new credit cards. Wait and wait until you get into that home, because any of those little things, the lenders are going to take a look at. If it's maybe one every, 1 to 2 years, okay, that's fine. But if you made a whole bunch of credit inquiries in the past year, you might unintentionally screw yourself out of that home. Don't spend all of the money that you have saved away for your closing costs because that's just stupid. You want to be able to have that prepared when you're at the closing table, and don't go just randomly splurge on a whole bunch of stuff in like a short weekend vacation to Monterey just because you want to surprise somebody. Be responsible, be smart, and don't blow all your money, okay? While it might be tempting to spend all the money that you have been allocated for your loan on a home, it is always best to see if you can go slightly lower, because you never know what kind of hidden things are going to be inside the house and if you need some extra money to fix it. You don't want to overextend yourself. You don't want to go for the highest payment possible unless you're making a ton of money. Then, yeah, okay, whatever. But if you can, try not to go and just blow all your money or go way over what your loan is allocated for. Unless you have a whole bunch of extra cash on the side, it is not smart to go bid $150,000 over what your mortgage is for, because how are you going to pay for it? I mean, really. And also, a lot of times, because it's been a very competitive market, the appraisal will probably go out a lot lower than what you possibly paid for it. So your mortgage lender may not even want to give you that amount. So be smart. Don't go spending all that money unless you have a lot of extra cash stashed on the side. You want to find the right agent that will listen and will understand you and will relate to you, especially with your communication style. If you are somebody that always prefers to work with text message and email, but this person loves being on the phone, maybe they're not the right agent for you. And I'm going to also recommend, always go with your gut feeling. If you feel like this agent feels a little shady, you haven't signed any buyer agreements or anything with them yet, go with your gut feeling. Understand that your gut feeling is telling you maybe you should avoid this person, because I don't want you to get yourself in a situation where you're very unhappy. Shop around for agents, find somebody that you will just totally click with, like a good friend, but you also know that they're very responsible, knows their ins and outs of contracts, and will do everything that they can to have your best interest in mind and fight for you. That way you don't go overpaying for that home. And they also will guide you through all the different steps, because nothing sucks more than going through this whole entire scary process, especially if you're a first-time home buyer and you don't have somebody there, like they're an absentee agent. If you want somebody that can guide you through and then tell you all the steps, give you a checklist, find that person. If you are the kind of person that you don't want the hand-holding, you don't want people bugging you all the time, you need to find that agent that will communicate with you. My name is Jamie Giarratana, and I am with United Home Group at Keller Williams in Cupertino, the land of Apple. If you have any questions about home buying, selling, or any in between, even intuition, feel free to reach out. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment below, and you can also reach me on any of my social medias at Jamie Giarra. I shortened it just to make sure it's easy, because most people have no idea how to spell Giarratana. If you want, go and practice. Don't look at the name. See if you can do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and connect with me, ask any questions, and yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.